What's going on, everyone? Hey, welcome to day 4 of day trading futures prop firms until a payout. All right, guys, today, definitely the trade I'm going to be going over, emotional trade, and I'll break down exactly why, how today's trade was a little bit different than what I normally take, and all the goods. But if this is your first time here, welcome. My name is Brandon, and I'm just on a mission to document my journey in this whole trading sphere. So if you want to join along, go ahead and hit subscribe, like if you enjoy this video, and let's go. All right, so I'm going to hop over to my computer right now. We're gonna break down today's trade. You're gonna see if it was a winner or a loser. I picked up a 50K Topstep combine about 2 weeks ago, and yeah, we've just been making our way through that. I'm gonna take it through the combine stage all the way to funded and to ultimately a payout. All right, so let's not wait any longer. Let's hop over to my laptop and I'm gonna break down exactly what today looked like. All right, guys, here we are, and let's see, today was a boom, winning trade. $608 winner, okay. So, and we're up overall, okay? You can see up here, we're up about 1432 on this combine, 75% win rate. Average win-loss right now is sitting at like a 1.5 R and a profit factor of 4.5. Now, okay, consider that we only have 4 trades on here, so not a lot of, don't look too much into the stats here. But things are looking good. Like I said, another winner. So let's hop over into the notes and we'll see what I took and why I took it. So if you're not aware, Topstep does have a journal feature. I've talked about it in prior videos. You can go take a look. But I have some notes here that I'll go over afterwards. But let's look at what I took down here. I always attach some screenshots. Here is the first one. Okay, so the first thing you're gonna notice is that this is not my typical strategy, and I'll explain when I bring this out, why I brought it out, and exactly what I'm doing here. So usually I wake up about 4 a.m., I hop on the charts, I'm looking for a break and a retest for another move up with higher highs, or if I'm going short with lower lows. You can see on, this is just a screenshot, but you can see we had this nice trend going here, this channel, and probably about 5 o'clock, near 5 a.m. PST, we had this breakdown, right? We fell out of the channel, and I wasn't really seeing any setups. Now, I usually trade from 4 a.m. to around 6 a.m. because I'm out of here with work by 6:30. So unfortunately, I had no trades. Now, I needed to get some more trades on this account, right? With this combine, I want to get it passed within the, the 30 days. And so I needed to get another trade. So what I'm actually utilizing here, this strategy, is a 5-minute opening range break, okay? Or it's, the 5-minute orb strategy. You can look it up on YouTube. It's a very popular strategy, but I think it works even better when you have a general idea of what was happening pre-market, so you can actually have a bias of which way to go, okay? Now, if you're not familiar with the orb strategy, all we're doing here is at 6:30 a.m. PST, which is market open for me, you're taking the high and low of the first 5-minute candle, and then you're waiting for a structure, you're waiting for a break out of that zone, okay? And so I'll usually wait for a break, and you can see actually right here, we got a break below the zone, and I entered right at the bottom of the that first original 5-minute candle, okay? And so the reason I said this trade had so many emotions going is I wasn't home at the time. So I entered this actually on my phone, and I typically don't like to trade from my phone just because I'm not able to be watching the chart continuously, seeing what price is doing. Let me tell you what I was kind of looking at, why I had a short bias on this day. First off, you can see that we broke this, ascending channel that we had been in, making higher highs. So when we broke that, I immediately knew, okay, I'm gonna be looking for shorts. Now, what I usually like to do is I'll only take a short if we're moving down with the 20 SMA, which is, actually go to this screenshot here, it's a little bit closer. You've got the 20 SMA, which is the red line, and then VWAP. So I immediately saw channel break, we dropped below the 20 SMA, and we're trending below VWAP. The 5-minute orb opened, and so I immediately had a short bias. We also had here the, I mark up the previous day close, and I mark up previous day high, previous day low, okay? Now, RSI wise, we were below the 50% level, which to me means that, bears are pretty much in control. And on the 15-minute as well, we were coming up and retesting that 50% level on the RSI. So I had a major short bias. As soon as I saw us dip below, I got an entry. Now, the reason this was such an emotional trade, again, is I was on my phone and I was watching we got major chop in here. It just started consolidating heavily right around the 20 EMA and VWAP. There were multiple times where I almost closed the position early. You can see all these wicks at the bottom, and I just wasn't really feeling the price action. Now, I probably, looking back, should have cut, right? Price could have easily just, shot up and ended up stopping me out for anywhere close to a full loss. But at one point I did tell myself, if we got a break back a 5-minute close above VWAP, then I would cut the position. We did not get that. So I continued to hold the trade, and ultimately at around almost 8 a.m., price just dumped, okay? Now my target was down here at this blue line, which you can't see in the screenshot here, but that was a 4-hour swing low. And I was pretty certain that that's where we were gonna try to sweep. Price it kept dropping after this, actually all day. It was just selling. But yeah, so that was pretty much the trade for the day. That is the 5-minute opening range break. If you want to go look at that strategy anywhere online, on YouTube, you can find it pretty easily. It's a pretty popular strategy if you're playing the New York Open. But I think having all these other confluences, again, so that you do have a bias and confluences stacked in your favor, helps, okay? So let's actually head over to Topstep, and really quick, I will go over some of my notes, and let me know down in the comments below if you guys actually like seeing my journal entry was for the day, or if you'd rather not, go through that part of it. Totally fine. I'd love to hear your opinion. So mentally, I woke up at 4 a.m. I was feeling so-so, 6 out of 10 on mental clarity. Physically, I did not work out before hopping on the charts. I talked about trading. I waited for a setup during my pre-market time frame, but nothing clear was setting up. Okay, I specified that the strategy I used on this trade was the 5-minute opening range break at 6:30 market open. So again, my confluences, like I showed you, one, we were below VWAP right here, yellow line. We were below VWAP. We below the 20 SMA, red line, below the 20 SMA. And we broke channel shortly before market open. Okay, so here was our channel, these blue lines here that we were had going since London. And before we fell below, and we rejected prior day close after using it as support multiple times. And that's something I actually didn't mention, is the previous day close here. You can actually see it right here, but we used it multiple times as support during London and continued to bounce up. So when we broke below it and then we're retesting right here a little bit before market open, that was another confluence to me to start going short bias for this 5-minute opening range break. And the fact that, if you wanted to look at it too, the previous day high, we had already swept and we were heading down, okay? So just stacking confluences when you are going to use something like the 5-minute opening range break, or any strategy for that matter. Confluence and the overall market structure and what has happened in the past and what looks like is going to happen in the future totally helps. So my overall score I'd rate today was a trading day a 6 out of 10. I executed with conviction once we broke, but the trade started consolidating heavily for almost an hour, and I could really feel myself my emotions getting high. Should I close the trade? Should I not close the trade? And it was just an emotional trade, right? And maybe part of that is because I'm usually not trading during high volume times. My time frame is usually pre-market, so things are moving, a little bit slower, not as quick as market open with heavy volume coming in. At almost an hour in, I told myself if we broke above VWAP, I would cut the trade because I just got tired of holding it and seeing it consolidate heavily. So that was pretty much this trade, guys. We are looking good again. We're almost about halfway to hitting the target for the combine, and we'll just keep going along. All right, so that was the latest trade on the Topstep 50K combine. Again, this one was just more emotional. I think as traders, we're all human. You're never gonna be able to cut out emotions 100%, and especially when a trade just sits there and chops around for an hour, you're gonna start losing patience. You're gonna start second guessing your whole thesis behind the trade. I find that when those type of things happen for me, I just need to remember it's only one trade, right? At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. After 50 trades, I'm probably not gonna even remember that one trade. So whether it wins, whether it loses is pretty irrelevant, and it is a random outcome. So I have no control over it. All right. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I will see you on day 5. Take care.